Just a short time ago, I had the honor of meeting an extraordinary military family. They've already defied the odds by giving birth to quadruplets. When no fertility drugs are involved, that's a 1 in 700,000 chance. Now they have another challenge ahead, because this new mother is going to have to battle cancer while caring for her newborn quads. We first introduced the Gaytans to Fox viewers last night on the O'Reilly Factor.
Now, I got onto this story because my nephew used to be at Fort Campbell in the Army, and he knows people who know this family, and he said, you know, Uncle Bill, can you help them? I've never heard of a story like this, ever. This is unique.
Now the rest of the inspiring story of Sergeant Charles Gaytan, his wife Kayla, and their children. It's as tough a career as you might want. Military policeman in the U.S. Army. But these days, morning PT at Fort Campbell, Kentucky is child's play for Sergeant Charles Gaytan. When you hear all that's happening at home, you'll understand. How long have you been in the Army?
Coming up on that 5-year mark, sir.
How long have you been married?
Married, it'll be 1 year on the 19th.
And what a year it's been for Charles and his new bride. Kayla brought 2 children to their marriage, a boy, 12, and a 2-year-old girl. They hoped for an even bigger family. Everything seemed perfect. All right, so you're the parents of 2 children at that point?
Yes, sir.
Life's going good?
Yes, we actually, we literally got married last year, and then we found out that a couple days after that, before my 29th birthday, that my biopsy had came back as Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Hodgkin's lymphoma, cancer of the blood.
We got that call. I was terrified because I mean I don't know what to expect. No one ever wants to hear, you know, yeah, your wife has cancer.
Here you are, big strapping military police officer, and you're terrified.
Oh yeah, it was honestly hearing those words that it was Hodgkin's was the most scared I've ever been in my life.
Scared, but also determined, Kayla refused to let a cancer diagnosis get her down. Doctors subjected her to months of almost cruel chemotherapy. But when it was finished, Charles and Kayla heard good news. So chemo goes from February to May, and then what?
And then I was told that I was in remission, so we're really excited about that.
But there was a downside. Her doctors warned that the ravages of the chemo likely meant no more children for Kayla, crushing the couple's dreams. You were told that you probably wouldn't be able to have another child.
Exactly.
And then what?
And then in June, we found out we were pregnant.
Oh, but there was so much more to celebrate. Take me back to that day.
She called me and then she's like, hey, are you sitting down? I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's like, I'm thinking like, yeah, she's pregnant, awesome. She's like, there's 4. And I kind of went into, no, what?
Yes, Kayla was carrying quadruplets. Is there a history of multiple births in your family?
I think my great-grandma was like a twin, but other than that, no.
And you weren't on fertility drugs?
Nope. Contrary to what people thought, there's been no fertility drugs, all natural.
You just, out of the blue, defied medical science and not only got pregnant, but decided to make it 4.
You know, I'm one that likes to kind of push the boundaries, so yes, sir, there's 4.
All 4 babies healthy and thriving. Conception apparently came just after the chemo, so the quadruplets were unaffected by the cancer treatments. Their dreams of a larger family were coming true, and Kayla's focus sharpened. So you had a goal, I know, of carrying the quads for a certain period of time, right?
I did. My goal was 34 weeks in the beginning.
She's pretty much Wonder Woman in my opinion, because she does the upper most of anything.
With everything that's going on in your world and your wife's world, is it hard for you to come in here and do the job?
Yeah, it's an understatement, sir. It takes a lot to, you know, kind of like, hey, I got to focus on work, and then, all right, work's over, let's go home, be the dad, husband, and keep everything rolling as smooth as possible.
The highest of highs suddenly gave way to another low.
The quads were doing amazing. I didn't have any high blood pressure, nothing like that. Everything was going great. And then I started to have some swollen lymph nodes again, and they did a biopsy, and then we found out that it was Hodgkin's again. And this was in late November.
The cancer was back.
It was.
We will share the rest of their story with you in just a couple of minutes, but I have to say, I mean, despite what she is going through, she is so positive and so upbeat. I'll tell you what, if anybody's going to lick cancer a second time, it's going to be her.
Amazing, and 4 babies. So we look forward to the update on those babies.
With the 2 that they already have.
Unbelievable.
So,
family of 8.
yeah.
You need a big SUV for one of those,
Yes.
right? We'll talk more about that,
On an Army sergeant's salary, you know how that goes.
And we'll fill our viewers in on how they can help as well. So more on that in just a moment.